Aries, this is like my fourth time trying to record this, and I'm getting a little tired. Okay, because see, it's taking my phone forever to upload these videos. I'm like, well, maybe I can try and do something on the webcam. I just don't know what's going on, Aries. What is going on with it? I'm getting frustrated. All right, so Aries, it looks like, let me say this. You can't help how God created you, okay? God has made you guys pretty lustful. Right. And if somebody loves you, when somebody loves you, they don't try and change you. Either they accept you for who they are, for who you are, or they keep on pushing. Is that going to look nice up there? Let me see. Not looking at a little well. You can't even see it. Yeah, they're going to accept you for who they are, or they just need to keep on pushing. And that's exactly what somebody decided to do. They decided that they were going to keep on pushing. I feel, Aries, that you came correct. This King of Swords is like, I'm married or I'm involved, and that's what's up, you know? And so maybe at that time, this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or Libra, Aquarius, Gemini wanted to roll, like that. Looks like there could have been a third party situation, and they maybe at that time they were willing to roll like that, but then they just didn't want to roll like that no more, and they meant business about it, and they completely and utterly, I mean, shut it down. Like if you could see the ground on this card, this ground is like it's shut off from the other ground. It's like on an island. They completely separated themselves from you because they accept you for who you are. And they know that, you some of you, not all of you, okay? Definitely not all of you, but a lot of you, you do two or three. And, they just didn't want nothing else to do with that. But it's like I feel like they're like, not deuces, but more like, I feel you. I totally respect that that's who you are, but that's just not how I want to roll. So it looks like, quite frankly, you respect that. You're like, I get it. Everybody don't roll like you, but you got to be you, and they have to be them. And it looks like you could have been dealing with an air sign, okay? A Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. And yeah, so the Queen of Swords went and talked to her girlfriend who sits on the who sits on the judge seat, and was like, baby, you know what, I got a favor. Judge against this. But everything kind of turned out okay, though. I mean, it's kind of like you understand in your subconscious mind, you understand. But you understand, you got somebody, or maybe you live far, or they have somebody. And I just kind of feel like, since I am in my 40s, I kind of read like I'm talking to people who are in my age bracket. But if it don't apply, let it fly. But if it do, let it be you. So then it's like, you understand why they did what they did, because it looks like, but then again, you don't. It's like you have maybe strong feelings for a couple of people, mainly a water sign, okay, the Queen of Cups, and it's not gender based. And you feel like this is your priority. That's who stays on your mind. And there is a emotional connection here, a sweetness sometimes. And you love this person. You love them. And this could be a water sign, a Scorpio, a Cancer, a Pisces. Because a lot of Aries have Venus in Pisces. So it's not unusual at all for them to be with the water sign and marry them too. So yeah, you're focused on a water sign, and that's okay. And that's okay. And it feels like you could be potentially getting a proposal, or maybe you're married to a water sign or possibly a Libra. Also, those two court cards, some of you could be having some legal problems. All right. Also, the Queen of Cups can represent going over a big body of water. So perhaps your loved ones will be going over a big body of water, or you'll be crossing over a big body of water. So anyway, as the weeks come, it looks like you're going to be pretty devastated still by this severance of this connection. So Aries, maybe somebody just cut it off with you and it is hurting your ego. I'm not quite sure why, because it looks like you have somebody. But so it looks like you were kind of waiting for your ships to come in with the Three of Wands in the first reading that I did. And it doesn't look like the ships are going to be coming in the first week of November. Okay. It looks like, you know, the knife is kind of bloody, but you know, you're ruled by Mars, so you're used to war. You know how to thrive and survive in war. Okay. And it looks like, you know, we just have a sense of maybe somebody in both parties just kind of doing what they just need to do to take care of themselves. Okay, but it just kind of looks like it was a bloody battle. And it looks like somebody has decided to cut ties with you. And they could have done that for legal reasons. You know, like maybe you're married, or you live with someone, or you live across the country, or you want a visa, or, you know, it looks like whatever the case is, they cut the ties. And for the month of November, I think that will kind of be on your heart a little bit, you know. It looks like that would be on your heart anyway a bit, because it looks like you want a new start, but they don't understand why on earth would they want a new start with you, right? Like, I think if they knew that you wanted a new start, I think they would look really perplexed. Like, what? Why would I do that to myself? Like, why? They don't see, let me see. Yeah. Okay, the Chariot reverse. Yeah, they see that connection with you as a waste of time, because the horses are going in different directions. Okay. Yeah. So I think there's also, there could be a Cancer involved too. Maybe the person who you want a new start with is a Cancer, and the Cancer is going away, or maybe the Cancer wants a new start with you and you're moving on. Okay, so how do you see yourself? You see yourself as being strong. You see yourself as being strong enough to be able to handle whatever comes your way. Yeah. And how do they see you? I think they see you as a nice, you know, maybe a friendly person who's fun. They see you as a fun, friendly person. But they just don't want anything to do with you in the month of November, okay? Because maybe they're still trying to forge boundaries. And, you know, perhaps if in fact you guys do meet or run across each other, you know, they are very clear that you are a married man who's taken. Okay. It looks like they have an established family someplace else too now. All right. Like, I don't see that they wasted too much time. And if they don't now, they're going to possibly with a Virgo, a Capricorn, or a Taurus. It looks like they took some time though to really get down to the root of things. And they figured out that once they got a chance to know you, they were not as sexually attracted to you as they once were, when everything was new and fresh, and you didn't know too much about them. They feel now that that the way that you have relationships for them is pretty unorthodox, and they feel like they're just so glad that they don't have to deal with you and the others that come with dealing with you. That's how some of them are feeling. Aries. Well, Aries, you don't really give a shit because you are moving on with your job, a new person. It's like, hey, one monkey don't stop no show. So you moving towards victory. I see you, moving towards victory in your job situation, okay? It looks like you're still going to be up to the same tricks. You're going to be dealing with all these people, baby, you know what I'm saying? And your significant other will too, just on the down low, not quite as blatant as you, because you're going to get what you give, baby. Right. And so then for the month of okay, hold on here. What's going on here? Okay. So then for the month of, with the rest of the cards. All right. The month of November. The cards end on the Knight of Swords and the King of Swords. So they're right side up. So it looks like maybe a Libra, perhaps a Libra, a Gemini, an Aquarius has left a situation with you and moved into stability with a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. And it looks like you are you're fine with that. It looks like you're planning, though. For some reason, you are trying to deal with them again. Looks like you are gonna lay low, and then, oh, I see. Okay, so it looks like you're gonna just let this die. Yeah, it looks like you may, communicate. Oh, you can't communicate with them. So it looks, oh, okay. So it looks like you're going to wait for them to communicate with you. Okay? Because you, some way, somehow, maybe you're blocked, or maybe you can't quite communicate with them right now. And it makes you feel pretty bad. But, you still being you, doing what you do, baby. It's all good. But I do see, for some reason, I see you crying over this. I have no, why? Aries don't forget about, Aries forget about people fast. I think that the way that they did it was just a little too harsh. Like, you have no way of getting in contact with them. And you have no idea what happened. And it really bothers you. And it's going to bother you until you figure it out. And then one day, you'll just stop tripping. All right? Now, the month of November ends on some serious financial success. All right now. Aries, if you want a reading, you can contact me at LibraWoman77@yahoo.com. And God bless.